What's up, guys? Quick little update. So I have started getting my brakes installed. I don't know if you can see that, it's pretty dark in here. Oops. Here there's a coating still on them that's wearing off, but then that's the drilled rotors. Looks pretty cool. And then boom. So if you're wondering why that looks like the stock rear rotors, it's because it is. And I'll explain that to you guys in a little bit. Alright, let's get a better look on these things. Here we go. Alright, so those are the stock rear rotors and pads. Here you can kind of see the drilled rotors, and I got some ceramic pads too. So those are on there now. The front rotors and pads, but unfortunately the back ones are still the stock ones. And the reason why those are still stock is because I kind of messed up on the order. So I ordered these from a place called BrakePerformance.com, and I got the same brake set up for my CTSV. I had a 2011 CTSV coupe that I had. Put the brakes on, the drilled rotors on there, and they're great. So I thought I'd give them another chance for my car. And I got confused on some of the options that you can choose. So there's three different options. There's like a 355, 325 millimeter front and back, a 380, and then a 325 millimeter, and then there's a 380 and a 376. Now, I thought that I had the 380 325 because I assumed that the one up, the higher level one, was going to be for like the SVR setups, because I think those brakes are a little bigger. But it turns out that I actually have the 380 and the 376 millimeter setup, which was surprising because I had my buddy install the rotors and the pads while I was at work. He brought me back and told me that the back ones were too small. I was like, really? And then I looked at them, and lo and behold, they were too small. So these are, and they're a little deceptive, and I don't know why, if that's just because of the way the stock ones look. I just assume, booyah. I just assumed that these were the 325s because they look noticeably smaller than like these ones. But they are 376s in the back. So hopefully, I'm waiting to hear back from them, but I'm going to be able to get those back ones exchanged and get the 376s sent out so he can finish out the back ones for the pads and the rotors. So if you are looking to get some aftermarket rotors and pads and you have a F-type, make sure you get the 380 millimeter fronts and then the 376 millimeter backs. I have a 17 F-type R, so all the R's should be the same, and I believe all the V6s should be the same as well. I'm not honestly too sure which ones those smaller ones are for. Maybe they're for the older ones, like maybe the 14, 15 generation ones. But at least I know for this one, if you are thinking about it, make sure you do get the 380 fronts, 376 backs. Another benefit to getting those ones online there is that they are a lot cheaper than the factory. So I paid $440 for the hardware, drilled rotors front and back, and then ceramic pads front and back. And they look cooler. The factory I don't think you can get drilled rotors anyways. So you're stuck with the kind of like the iron rotor setups that are just a solid disc. So it gives it a nice and not more aggressive look. It is a little bitier too on the brakes when I'm braking too, which is pretty sweet. So yeah, I'm excited to see what that looks like once hopefully I can get them exchanged. I should have no problem getting them exchanged, but still gotta ship them out and wait for them anyways. We take a side note. is it just me, or when I was in elementary school, I didn't have a elementary school with a rooftop balcony and a mini putting green. This place is like brand new too. Also, we take a second to appreciate the clear weather. So we have been stuck in smoke for like the past, I want to say, almost a week. And granted, I get it, it's not as bad as like the other places, but still, it's crazy how much you take like things like clean air for granted. We had to wear masks, and that was actually, I was running around with an N95 mask just so I wasn't like breathing in that smoke, because running around with like with those surgical masks, those did nothing. So it feels really good to actually be able to breathe outside. Shout out to Washington weather. So yeah, that's a little update. Oh, I also was able to schedule an appointment. I'm gonna go ahead and proceed with, let me just show you actually, getting my hood wrapped. If you watched my last video, I was kind of contemplating on what kind of hood wrap to get. I am gonna go with the one that's gonna go match this line here and match this line here. I'm gonna go with a glossy carbon tech wrap. Here we go. And then it's gonna extend out from here to here, and then here to here. So it's gonna give it a more of a unique look. I wanted to change the look just so it doesn't look like all the other F-types. That's why I wanted to do things like swap out the wheels, black out the badges, and now I'm gonna go with the wrap. So I think that's gonna look pretty sweet. I got an appointment to do that on the 29th. So I'm excited to see that. That's gonna look sweet, I can already tell. And yeah, so far that's it. Other than that, honestly, I probably won't be doing too much stuff, at least for the end of the year. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but at the end of the year, I am going to be looking to buy a house. My apartment lease is up. I've been in the same apartment for almost 4 years, and it's been great, but it's too small. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed that little update video on my F-Type and some other stuff about my car. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.